Shalom and good day all, this is Tahilm29 back again for some DC reviews, and for these DC reviews I'll be covering Action Comics, the next issue, which is issue 1099, followed by the next issue of Bleeding Hearts. I'll now get things ready and organised for the first one I'll be reviewing. So, first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It certainly does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, the middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So, as the story begins, we are following a young Clark Kent at the Kent farm, and due to his last interaction with the villain of Epoch, he has lost his powers because of the kryptonite red sunlight that has been used on him. And of course he's learning of basically some of the frailties of what it would be like to be a human. And it also makes us, the reader, understand how Clark Kent can actually, or Clark Kent, Superboy, Superman, can relate to wanting to see the best in everyone that he encounters. So as the story advances, after sort of like taking care of stuff in relation to school and whatever else, he starts to make his way towards General Lane, with the help of Martian Manhunter, Booster Gold and the others, until of course we see him wielding a sword. For the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story. First things first, considering how far we are issue-wise, did we get any comic book references? No, we didn't. Next is the time, to which it's covered under years ago. The locations within the story are Smallville. Last but not least, the cast of characters consisting of Clark Kent, Superboy, who later becomes Superman, Epoch, Martian Manhunter, Mary Marvel, Booster Gold, Lana Lang, and General Lane. My overall rating for this story is a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move into Bleeding Hearts, the next issue. So, as we move into issue 5 of Bleeding Hearts, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside of the story? It certainly does, because we learn that something that is happening with some of the survivors, and also what the zombies do for some of their fun mealtime in relation to certain survivors. So for that, I give the cover a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, the middle, and of course the end. So as the story begins, we return to the characters of Poke and Mush and what their plans are to sort of like help these characters to survive in this situation, to which they're in a bit of a debacle of sorts, and they sort of learn that they're not, the other survivors learn that they're sort of like not the only ones that have survived. Of course, Poke and Mush do have another conversation within the story, and then the hunt begins. For the internal art, I give a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story rating. First things first, do we get anything time-wise? No, we don't. Location-wise? No, we don't. Last but not least, the cast of characters, Poke, Mush, and Rabbit, plus her mother. My overall rating for this story is a 6.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.